morning, family. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Monday. I'm more inclined to believe it's the 20th. Uh, it is 7:40 in the a.m. And the kids are getting off to school. Isaiah just walked out the door. Tioni and Anthony are still here. Tony was here for the night, so he's back there. He's asleep. And, shit. So I'm up. Last night Tony went to the market and he got the kids some more cantaloupe and watermelon. So I cuts it up so when they get out of school they can have those types of things as snacks as opposed to coming up in here frying up hamburgers and noodles and all that old type of shit. Nah, we ain't doing that. So to keep them from, having too much of the wrong thing, I'll try to have them some fruit and things so when they get out of school they can have that. I get up this morning and I have ants in here this morning, and that kind of got me a little teed off because I don't like that, and I don't like that type of stuff. And somebody made some Minute Maid lemonade, left it all sprinkles and shit all out here on the counters and shit, and so the ants came in. I have a window right here, and the window was a little ajar, so the ants was like, well, shit, there's something going on in there. Shit, let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening up in here. So, yeah, the ants have decided to come into my house, and so yeah. Let's see, what is going on? I didn't do much the weekend. I really laid around. I didn't do anything, truth be told. I didn't do nothing. The whole weekend, y'all. My back has been hurting me so bad. I have real bad back pains and stuff from my breast being so heavy. And so I have really bad back pains for that lower back. And I have sciatica, which some of you guys don't know what that is. But I have a pinched nerve through my 4th and 5th vertebrae. And so the back of my right thigh has been numb for some time. About since '07 is when I got diagnosed with it. And it's like it's getting worse. So I do have a chiropractic appointment on Thursday. They're going to just take some more x-rays, get me aligned up, and all that kind of stuff, and see where we at and what we could do. I really don't want any type of back surgery, and I declined that years ago because I just don't want nobody really fucking with my back. You feel me? And they put me on the Rotten vaccine, but shit, the Rotten is a cold ass medication. It suppresses. It suppresses. Your nerve endings. Hold on. Excuse me. Just to sneeze and cough, it hurts me so bad. I got a brace just to sneeze and cough. And so, but with that neurotin, shit, bitch couldn't come. I was like, oh no, y'all gotta take me off this shit right the fuck right. Take me off this shit right now. Shit. That nigga was down there just. Bitch wasn't doing nothing, wasn't coming, wasn't getting satisfied, didn't feel shit, nothing. I said, oh no, y'all got to remove me off this shit right the fuck right now. What's going on, Mama? What's up with your eye? Let me see. You got a hair in your eye. What you do? You have a hair in your eye. In Egypt, you know what? But you're right here in the mat, right here in the middle of the floor. It's like I gotta go around you. You the boss? You the boss? Mama gotta go around you? Is that what it is? The Queen of Egypt? We gotta go around you. Oh, okay. Apparently so, but you ain't moved yet. So you said, okay, well, you want to get over here then. You just got to come on, go ahead on and go around my ass then. Apparently so, because you ain't moved yet. I've been noticing that shit. Yeah, you ain't trying to move. You want me to go around your little ass. That's what that shit's about. Yeah. You want me to go around your little ass. She be trying to run shit up in here. She really does. She be trying to run shit. But I know what she like. Watch this shit. Ice and water for Nana? Yes. Yeah. You want some ice and water? Okay. This is about the only thing that'll take you out of that spot? To give you some ice and some water? Okay. Well, I guess I ain't been on my job, huh? And apparently somebody else ain't been on their job either to be seeing to it that I get some ice cold water. Apparently so. But shit, you ain't trying to move out of my spot, and you see I got shit to do. So anyway, family, sorry about that. She cuts up when the water and the ice, when the ice machine come on. There's something about that makes her trip out. She didn't do it that time. Y'all got a little bit, but family, she shows out. When that water and shit cut on, shit. She be tripping out. And maybe when, you know, she's really thirsty, that's probably what makes her trip out. And right now, she's not that thirsty, so she ain't tripping. But on the other circumstances and shit, you cut that water on, she get to jumping and barking and all kinds of shit. Tripping out. But I think she do be thirsty. Because, family, it's been so hot here lately. Oh my God, it's been hot as hell. I mean, triple digits. We had like 9 days straight of triple digits. So over here in my area, we were like 115, 117 for days and days and days. It was ridiculous. Oh, okay, you back over here. Oh, okay. Yeah, you back over here. It's all about you. It's not about nobody else. It's about Egypt. Yep. It's about you. I see this. So yeah, yeah, so it's been so hot. I haven't been cooking because it's just been so hot. To be running the heat of the kitchen and all that kind of stuff. And the AC, my AC isn't blowing as cool as it needed to. So I called my home warranty because I had extra coverage for AC and all that. Do you know this guy told me it'd be, they so backlogged that it's going to be a couple of weeks. And I'm like, wow. Because they're putting in a lot of stuff and so I just had the representative to call somebody else. Call somebody else. This dude still was talking about it's going to be about a week out. So I'm like, wow. So I got some time before they come out. So it's just been so hot. So I just like, man, screw it. I'm not going to be sitting up here trying to cook and shit every day. Forget that shit. I'm not doing that. So, but y'all, let me tell you how my weekend rounded up. Y'all, let me tell y'all that. Hold on. Y'all got to bend over. My back is, ooh, wee, ugly. Anyway, Saturday night, I get a phone call, and, no, excuse me, I got a text message Saturday night from this guy that, man, I met him, I want to say, in 02, 03, something like that. That was before I even separated from me and Tony. I separated. We separated in 06, but, you know, before separation, things are, you know, rather, you know, tumultuous. before you get to the point where, you know, you go your way and I go my way. So this was like '02. No, it was later than '02. Let's see, let's do it this way. My truck was a 2001. I had just got it February of 2002. So my truck was like about going on a year old. It was a year old. Because I got it in 2000 and it was a 2001 and I got it February 20th of 2002. And so I met Gadge about the summer of that year, I think. I think the summer of that year, something like that. But you know, I mean, it was, you know, he worked entertainment business. You know, he had mad connects. You know, I wasn't attracted to him like that. You know, but you know, we had a you know, a cordial friendship, relationship, or whatever. Anyway, how about I get a text from him on Saturday night telling me that he has died and they need money for his services. And I was like, is this a joke? I'm like, because, you know, this dude, I mean, he was really, you know, supposedly somebody, you know. And the circle that he ran with was, you know, wow, you know, it was like, man, I really assumed this motherfucker had money or whatever. You know, but at that time I was young. And you know, when you're naive on certain things, you know, and you really don't know the get down, you think things that aren't totally true. And like when it comes down to that genre, I'm a little versed about it. Not to say that I am a celebrity, because I am not. I'm none of that. But you know, of course, having friends with in that line of work, you know, and you know, they talk to me just like I talk to y'all. We talk about everything under the sun. We talk about their job. We talk about AFTRA, and some of you guys don't know what AFTRA is, but it is a union. You know, we talk about all kinds of stuff. We talk about, wow, all kinds of stuff. We even talk about how, you know, some people pay to get their stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Let's leave that alone. But yeah, you can pay for your own star on the Hollywood Boulevard, whatever. So we talk about all kinds of shit. But anyway, nonetheless, you know, you assume that if you see a person's face on TV, you hear them on radio, you see their videos on 106 in Park, you automatically assume, well, this person has money. Damn, they paid. You know, they balling out of control. They doing this and that. They got that and this going on. Oh man, shit, I want to roll with them. They got this and this going on. Stop it right the fuck right there. I'm gonna ask that you stop it right there, okay? Because just because your ass is on TV does not guarantee that your ass is paid. It just doesn't. Let me break it down to you for a minute, okay? Now, say for instance, you get a role in, say, the Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean, their budget is going to be huge based on the success of their trilogy, based on the movies that they have put out thus far. So their budget is going to be huge for that particular film. So say for instance, the star of the film, oh boy, I can't think of his name right now. Iron Man, what? Nah, that ain't Iron Man. It's another one with the black hair. I can't think of his name. Anyway, but he's subject to make, say, $20 million for his role in the movie. However, to that film is probably in excess of over, say, 40, 50, maybe 100 million to make. I'm just saying, I don't know, but you know, it's really expensive to make a movie. It takes like 3 months from production to now it's going on the cutting room floor for editing and all that kind of stuff. So they'll have like 3 months of taping, and then Then it's going in the boardroom where they're cutting and splicing and taking out and putting in and all those types of things. Well, anyway, it's not an instant thing. So see, like right now, there's a few movies that are under production that's getting ready to start production right now. Friday, Cube, aka um, O'Shea, as some of you guys might not know, but that's his name. He's, coming out with another Friday, and I think it's called, no, not the other Friday. Friday after last. No, that ain't it either. It's something Friday. Anyway, Cat Williams is going to be in that film, as well as, I don't know if Chris Tucker is in there. I'm unsure of that. I think he is though. But it's an all-star cast, as well as old boy from Sparkle with his fine ass with the big ass dominoes in his mouth. You know who I'm talking about? Dana. I can't think of his name right now, y'all. I'm just my brain is like, I got so much data going through it right now, and things that I can't say, things that I shouldn't say, and things that I just won't say. But then my mouth says whatever it wants, so I'm trying to choose my words wisely. Needless to say, they're making the Friday movie. Okay. So they'll probably be in production for, say, 3 months or so. And then throughout that time, they're getting the movie ready to be, edited and such. Well, all that costs money. All that stuff is all part of the budget of the film. Then you got to go with advertisement and commercials and billboards, and then you'll have like banners on side of buses and off the freeways and all that kind of stuff. All that stuff costs money. So, like this week, Sparkle didn't do as good as they hoped because it brought in 12 million, I believe. Now, on an opening for a movie, the key is to get above, say, 25 million. If they make over 25 million on the opening weekend, then it is considered as a pretty good weekend. Anything below 20,000, it's like, it didn't do that well. Because based on the fact that, okay, you have a star in there, Whitney Houston, I'm certain, she wanted, a few million for her role as it stands. Needless to say, I say that to say this, okay? Just because you see somebody on TV does not mean that they are balling out of control, living this extravagant life. And a lot of them are, okay? A lot of them are. But what you got to factor in, when they buy a mansion, like, okay, say for instance, you buy a mansion and it's about $7 million. $7 million, okay? But hell, you just got this all-star role on this hell of a, movie deal, whatever, they remake of E.T. or whatever. So they're going to say for instance, if you are, I don't know. I don't want to kick out no names. They say, how come you didn't say her or whatever? But, okay, say for instance, you Angela Bassett, okay? And they're doing a remake on Nina Simone or whatever. And so they tell her, well, we're going to give you 10 million. She takes her 10 million and because a lot of times they'll give you a portion to start, a portion in the middle, and then you get a portion, the middle is after it's wrapped and everything and the movie part is done. And then once it's released, then a lot of times they get the other half. Sometimes. They don't always give them all of the money up front. Well, she says, okay, well, they got this mansion over here in Malibu. It's $7 million. Hell, I made 10. Let me go and buy this mansion right here. Okay, you buy the mansion. Okay? However, the state of California is like, okay, to live in this posh area, to take on this particular persona and lifestyle, the taxes of that particular mansion is going to be, say, $250,000 twice a year. Because, see, you pay taxes twice. Your taxes are due by the 10th of April and the 10th of December every year. It's like a 6-month span. or is it the 10th of May and the 10th of December? Something like that. Every year is when your taxes are due. So if you have to pay on this mansion $250,000 twice, which equates to $500,000, excuse me, $500,000, that's excessive for a $7 million home, because that's probably, I'm probably highballing it. It's probably about more like 160,000, probably 80, do the first term, and then another 80 do the second term of that year. So let's just round it off and say $200,000. Well, first of all, you live in a $7 million home. So, you got Melrose, you got all kind of homeowners associations, you got all this other stuff, plus you got the taxes to pay, and all you got is this one movie. You spent $7 million on the mansion. So, and then you're living this extravagant lifestyle. You got a butler, you got a yardsman, you got a gatesman, you got a driver, you got a physical therapist, a physical trainer, you have tutors for the children, you got all this overhead, okay? How do they keep up? How do they keep up? And you only had that one movie. So, I'm saying that to say, just because a person has been in a movie does not guarantee them to live this extravagant lifestyle. And a lot of them do. But that they have a whole lot going on. Like, shit, I'm winning. I ain't got the shit. I ain't living over there in the hood no more. And I'm doing this, that, and the other. Yeah, but the upkeep to keep all that going, to keep all that going is rather expensive. And hell, who's to say? Like, one of the girls back in the day was fucking around with Denzel Washington. I'm not gonna say no names. Those of you guys know, you already know. But then there was this young lady that, was making a movie with Denzel, early part of the 2000s. And, you had an affair with a married man, and it didn't work out in your favor, because apparently you was assuming that your little pussy had him on lock and that he was going to leave his wife. That was a negative. But not only that, but now that caused you to be blackballed in this industry. So now what do? She only made one more film after that with, she was in an interracial couple in that other film, and you didn't see her anymore. Now, I believe last week, I think Jody saw her on something, and I think she's coming back out with something. But, you got to have your mind together. You truly do. You got to have your mind together. You got to be strong, because it is predators out here that will prey upon the motherfuckers that ain't knowing, the motherfuckers that don't know what this is about, and they just, by any means necessary, I want to get my album out, or I want to make it in this right here. I want to move to California. I want to, go on casting calls, and I want to this. Well, they prey upon you because they know that you want it so badly. They know that you want it so badly, and you willing to do it by any means fucking necessary. Some people come to California with just a dream and $250. Some have made it that way. But it's a beast. It's a beast, and not all people get in. That's just like with the NBA and all that. Hell, you was getting down in high school, but that don't necessarily mean you're gonna make it to the NFL and the NBA. It's other motherfuckers coming from goddamn Wisconsin and all kinds of shit. You don't sleep on them motherfuckers just because your ass is coming out of Jersey and you like, oh shit, nigga, I got this, nigga. I'm all-star football team. If you don't knock it off, that's not guaranteeing that your ass is getting ready just because you was kicking ass in high school and was all in the papers and grandma and them took it all to the church and all that shit. That don't necessarily mean that you getting ready to, be all of this mega, you finna roll with T.O. and all them. That don't mean that. I'm cutting this off. Anyway. But so that's how they end up losing their homes. They end up downsizing, and then you don't see them anymore. Then they want to come out with their own hairline and things of that nature because, you know, the shit just didn't work out, you know? And then you trying to live this hell of an extravagant lifestyle, you know, and all this other stuff, and it's like, shit. And then they trying to do so much shit to stay relevant, to stay marketable. You know, it's a trip.